here, I would probably want to watch either Shrugger or Decimate, because that's if eLevate wins this, that's probably whose backs it's going to be on.
Yeah, and I believe, I want to say it was Decimate didn't have too hot of a game there on Viaduct, especially for a scout-heavy map. I can't remember exactly what his stats were, but I think he did struggle a good bit on Viaduct, so we'll see how he does going in to Gully Wash this time. As you said, maybe one of the tougher maps for 4G to really do anything with, and they have a strong presence underground right now. Blaze is going to get up, drop down, took a lot of damage. They sent a few players straight across underground here. On the ground, I should say. Blaze is going to try and go up, drop down once again here, as he might be able to catch Badonsky off guard in the first couple of frags coming through. Duatna's down, Lansky as well, and Alpha has gone down for eLevate here, and Shrugger's going to be taking heals and fighting out Clockwork here, who is very hurt, and for some reason, Shrugger can't seem to find this frag onto him. Blaze gets so much damage on the KBK, somehow he managed to keep himself alive, and Blaze was very hurt himself, and he's still lurking around in choke there, but Shrugger will finally clean up onto him, and eLevate getting the mid here, getting in onto second, and they found a frag on a Shade as well here, Marxist, so a big Uber ad.
Yeah, there was a pan fight down in the drop down. Shade panned to Scout, and then Mela pulled out his own frying pan and panned Shade, so we're coming in here with Uber advantage for eLevate. 4G actually tried that same mid-strat yesterday, and it also didn't work there. We're going to lose Badonsky in the start, but there's an adolescent 7th player. Shrugger's trying to cap the point by himself. He can't get it, so kind of a poor choice of Uber there from eLevate, and they're going to end up getting chased clear out of here.
They also, 4G they had Clockwork up on Pyro, and nobody could get in to really find that frag on him, and he did a decent job of denying some of the Uber at least, and they couldn't find that kill, and that certainly hurt them as well. So now 4G coming back out, they have the ad. They seem to be favoring towards this big door side here, as they have, of course, this advantage here that eLevate is aware of, and they have to back up towards their second point, and Froyotech getting ready to push on through here, and they're going to take it through eLevate's big door this time, and Decimate getting caught out there in big door, and we'll see if Badonsky can pull what Duatna did maybe yesterday. Blaze gets rocked there by Alpha, and Mela will fall as well, as eLevate still has a strong presence up in towards this upper area here. They have the possibility of raining down some damage onto them. Duatna's gonna get caught out there. Shade drops him, and he does pop the Uber off, and the counter pop coming through from KBK as well here, so they're kind of just exchanging inside of lobby for the time being, and Clockwork is in right now, takes down Decimate, but 4G still hasn't gotten that second point cap yet, and Lansky's moving forward where he's gotten a couple of good rockets into KBK. He wants to find that frag, and he will do so. Clockwork had also found a few more before dying as well, and eLevate still strong on the second point here, but I mean they've lost a few players now, so they're going to have to back themselves up and get ready for a last defense.
Yeah, with KBK going down there, that's gonna doom them to have to do this, but Alpha,
Guess
he's
who?
going over to the 007 man, so I'll keep my eye on him as he goes out here. He's gonna let Shade cross. Oh, he got bumped by a Scout, so that will be the end of him unless Clockwork can find him. I guess Clockwork lost sight of him. That scared 4G quite a bit, actually. And the Pyro's messing around with him from Mela, but Shrugger is going to go down. Alpha's still up back here, just watching and waiting. There are... Oh, well, he can't uncloak right there. They'd all hear.
They're going to bring this Uber in. 4G is... Alpha wasn't able to make a play. He's back in on him. He's taking at least some of the Uber and gets the frag on the Duatna. A good play there from Alpha, and he's managed to find a couple. KBK goes down here. 4G only has 3 players up. eLevate with 3 as well. Clockwork's underneath the point. Decimate trying to battle it out with him, but Shrugger's going to come to his aid, and they team up to find that frag there. And Shade's still in lobby, and maybe they can have somebody move forward to go and find him, but Lansky was in distracting for a while and bought Shade a little bit of time to get back out to meet up with his teammates. So pretty even Ubers for the most part here. Shade's going to have about 15% on him or so. Not a whole lot to work with, but that Mela Pyro is starting to come back out. He's inside a lobby. He wants to bring it forward a little bit as eLevate kind of has a forward hold going. Blaze is up top. Just kind of spamming down some rockets, but eLevate deciding to back off here. They're just going to decide to hold last.
Yeah, they're just going to pull it back for now. They couldn't get to Shade there, so he still has advantage. It's a tough job to push out. But good hold the last time around. They got a little turned around, and that kept them from getting to Shade, but a good hold nonetheless. Alpha, unfortunately, going to die in under. The Uber comes in. KBK's got to try to keep this going. He doesn't. They're all paying tribute to Shade by using bans, and Froyotech is going to take the first round.
Yeah, Froyo had two guys coming up from underneath the point as well. They sent two under, and one of the soldiers for eLevate was able to find one of them underneath. He actually couldn't get the kill onto him, but he saw both of them, and at that point it was just kind of screwed. So eLevate here, seeing if they can maybe come out and grab a mid from 4G. Blaze bombing. He gets on top of the point there, and Badonsky was able to find Clockwork. Blaze got Alpha, so a lot of exchanges going back and forth, but Mela getting a big pick onto Duatna here, which, of course, is always crucial to find that one, and Banny's still lurking around inside of mid here as well, maybe trying to see if he can get Alpha, or Mela, excuse me, but he will fall here, and Lansky able to find some here as he's inside a choke, and Blaze making a play out from under. I'm guessing he was under, and he finds KBK, and the Uber getting forced out of Shade here, and Mela trying to just keep himself alive, maybe, as well as Badonsky. He jumps over towards Big Door. He will keep himself alive, and they force that Uber Clockwork up on Sniper, taking down Mela. A nice headshot there, and he will bring that Sniper right on forward here. See if he can maybe pull out some frags as he's sitting over towards Big Door, taking the spam and giving a headshot to Badonsky as well. They're trying to pressure him out at least, not giving him the opportunity to get a good peek in over at Big Door, but that's going to be the mid going right back over to Froyotech here.
Yeah, I've got some pretty bad flashbacks of Clockwork playing Sniper on this map in this exact same position, so we'll see what they do. They seem pretty grouped up around Choke. Mela has gone to the Pyro again. It can somewhat work on this map when you play in the blob, because they only have two ways to get in, and both the doors are pretty tiny, so you can get to them and clod them up pretty well. That was sort of built when we had the Quick Fix season. Pyro actually worked pretty good on this map in that scenario, so Mela might have the chance to show his prowess.
Who knows? Maybe. Oh, goodness. They're coming in towards his choke side. I didn't even see him coming through here. They've got a bunch of players onto the point here. eLevate doesn't really have any opportunity to defend this one off as 4G stormed in onto them here. And Badonsky is going to go down here, which will hurt eLevate on their last defense. They need to try and not lose anymore if they can. Decimate manages to squeak himself out of there. Both teams have a full Uber. Mela's still up on Pyro in the hopes to maybe to block off some of this Uber here. A lot of 4G moving towards this balcony side here, or sorry, the river side. Clockwork's up on balcony, but he's getting aggressed inside of lobby, and he will get taken down there by a flare. Mela getting two frags with the flares there inside of lobby. He's still got himself alive, but he's doing some work there. Both teams down two players, though. eLevate is a tad hurt here, and Mela's going to be kind of extended forward a little bit, trying to hunt out maybe a couple more, but he's going to back himself up, meet up with the rest of his team. They still have these full Ubers. They haven't been popped off yet, and I don't see any off-classing from Froyotech. No, they just have the standard 6 setup here, so we'll see what they decide to do with it, how they're going to get that frag to gain entrance in towards last, and they seem to be grouping up a bit. They have Shade as well as a few others over on this left side here, looking to potentially take it in. Maybe they have two soldiers and Banny over there getting ready possibly to take it on in. They're moving slowly downriver, trying to get Blaze set up down there in the lower. Badonsky very hurt right now. Needs to be careful. Clockwork gets the pistol shot that he needs into him. They have two coming from under. Once again, Banny's going to get onto the point. They need to pressure it and pop off that Uber that they do. Alpha finishes off Blaze, but there is a lot of time on the point, which they need to be careful with. Duatna is going to be up on the balcony as well, just trying to get those sticks out onto eLevate, but 4G's lost a couple of players, and they bring in Banny from under and get the cap there. Nobody watching it. I feel like, Marxist, that's something you got to be ready for.
Well, that happens more often than not on this map, because they went down there, they took out Blaze, and they assumed that Banny had kind of gone away, and he had not, in fact. eLevate experiencing in this match a lot of what it had yesterday as a problem. Badonsky dies, they fall apart.
Yeah, and that was big on him. He's going to die right away again on this mid here, though. Luckily, they come back with some frags there. Decimate was able to find 2, one of which was onto Dewatna, but so far it's going to be a 2v2 here, though. Alpha does have some heal advantage possibly on this, as he has KBK with him still, but Blaze is going to bomb back up, and Banny will find Alpha as well as KBK is going to try and battle it out here with the 2 players left from Froyotech, though. Not going to happen. And once again, there, Badonsky, Marxist going down early, and Froyotech able to pick up the mid.
Yeah, they just collapsed. Badonsky going to die again to a soldier, so he is just being repeatedly put in the sad zone. If you're wondering about that KBK death there, why he ran back after being down on the ground, he was on the wrong side. He got knocked down onto Froyo's side of mid. So if he'd have ran back through that big door, he'd have ended up at Froyo's spawn. So he just made sure that his death was a quick and honorable one.
Yeah, you're pretty much screwed at that point. Might as well just get killed so you can spawn up quicker and get the heals back out to your team and build up some of that Uber. And speaking of Ubers, Shade has 100%, and they're going to bring it in on this left side here. Pop it straight in onto Lansky. There's only a level 1 sentry up, and that gets taken down quite quickly here. Mela up on Pyro, trying to deny some of this. There's no frags really coming through. Actually, Clockwork going down, and 4G not really able to do too much with that Uber there. And they have Badonsky coming up from Riverside as well, trying to put on a little bit of pressure, making sure that stays cleared out. Good reflex from Mela, gets 2 in a row, takes down Blaze, and he says, not today, buddy. Not today. As now eLevate has 2 frags here. They want to try and come out on to second here. And Clockwork is going to go down. Or he had gone down as well, but has a spawn. Actually, he's up on Spy, Clockwork is. So we'll see what he can do with this. I don't know if I've seen Clockwork go Spy so far this LAN here. So interesting choice from him, but hey, why not?
Yeah, maybe something a little different for him. I haven't really seen Clockwork go Spy very much, ever, really. So Decimate going to go down. They're probably not going to need this Spy right away. Yeah, he's just trying to ambi headshot people.
Oh, KBK got rocked too. I don't know if he had Uber yet. I don't think he did, but oh, he got demolished here. And Clockwork wants to go in and try and get Badonsky there, but the rest of the team was there and ready. And we've got 4G coming straight towards last year. They haven't quite gotten the second cap yet. Now they're going to be in on it. It's just Decimate and KBK are the only 2 up for eLevate right now. They just got a spawn from Mela. It's going to be a tough hold here as Mela's got to try and hold him off for as long as he can. He's got guys staring him down from all sides, and that's kind of a sad day for him there. And Froyotech comes in and will get that round, taking the half 3-0, and I think the fat lady's starting to warm up her voice here, Marxist.
Yeah, it looks like Season 18 will go to Froyo, but you never know. We've had some pretty wacky things happen here before. But it seems like eLevate's problem is Badonsky's getting caught a lot, and then it's very hard to defend yourself. And they're just going to ready right back up. Our gamers are ready to go. No need for a huddle.
Yeah, I'm sure eLevate's spirits are a little down at the moment, as they've been getting rolled here so far, for the most part on this one. They put up a couple of good fights, but still can't manage to find around here. Badonsky starts it off. He actually picks up 2 frags, takes down Dewatna and Shade with his sticks, and Mela and Alpha comes through, and a good mid so far from eLevate, but Banny says never mind. And he'll find a couple there on a KBK and Shrugger. It's Alpha and Decimate left. Banny goes down. Lansky's alive. Decimate finds the last frag and the only man to survive the mid there. And he'll start on that cap at least. But the spawns from each team are starting to come out now.
Yeah, you've always got to be mindful of this trick, because Clockwork is on Sniper. He's going to peek choke right now. You've only got a few people that can stand on the point. And so you don't want to get domed. That's like the oldest trick in the Goalie Wash book. But luckily for eLevate, no one dies. Blaze tries to jump, gets said hello to by a scout. Mela was actually going out a drop down to be sneaky, gets him a free kill at the end of the day, and we've ended up trading 1 for 1.
And we've got, KBK stuck on the ground though. Banny's coming in onto him, and he will get caught out and taken down there, though. Here comes Shrugger. He gets a return frag on a Shade. Clockwork goes down to the big pipes of Badonsky here, so eLevate down a couple of players as well as 4G. It's a 3-on-4 fight here, but eLevate has a couple of more players into the mid, as 2 players each into the mid here, as Badonsky fell to Blaze, who's going to bomb right back in here. Should take down Alpha. Oh, he's very, very hurt. All of the players hurt here out on the battlefield here for the most part, for eLevate at least. And Alpha's stuck down there and lower, but KBK gives him an arrow, and for the time being, eLevate will retain this midpoint here, but Froyo's going to be coming back in. The Ubers are even as well, and Froyo actually now just deciding to back up, onto the second point. Mela is behind him as well, causing a bit of trouble, but he's going to get caught out down in River. So eLevate just wants to bring this right in towards second here. It looks like Badonsky's going to get caught in again. He really needs to get an arrow here if he can, but he's going to get caught out once again inside of second there and go down. And now they're down 2 players, eLevate is, and they just have to back out of mid. They have no chance of contesting it.
Yeah, unfortunately for that trade-off of Badonsky, they had a really good mid-hold just immediately before that. They used the Froyo spawn trick. They had 2 players versus 3. Decimate goes kind of big, and 4G can't cap the point. But unfortunately, they're trying to push second. Badonsky got way caught. Shrugger's going to go down. 4G's standing on, playing Lord of the High Place. They're going to lose Decimate too, so well go second, most likely. They do get the Uber Force. They're going to try to defend it. Again, this is another good respawn time scammer, because there's Shrugger's up. He'll be here in 3 or 4 seconds. And KBK, unfortunately, is going to die. It's going to make this pretty hard. But eLevate, no, they've lost to Badonsky and Mela, so fight didn't go their way, but they tried to buy as much time as they could.
Would it have been a better option to back up at that point, or did you like the play to try and hold it? I mean, they were down 3 players.
Well, after you lose the 3 players, it hurts, but even being down 2, you could try to Uber out and prevent that if you know that Shrugger and Decimate have low timers, which Shrugger did. Decimate was a little longer, so then it's how much you want to gamble.
Well, good idea in theory, but didn't quite work out for eLevate there, and Froyotech picks up their 4th round of this second map here, so it's only 1 more round needed for Froyotech, and they will be your Season 18 champions. As eLevate is just about out of the game here, as Blaze bombing across. Should find Alpha here in just a second, who is down in elbow. KBK and company here working up this right side. Oh, he almost got Clockwork. Could have gotten a saw-off onto him, but not quite. eLevate gets wiped here on the mid. Shade keeps himself alive, and should be seeing the push here from Froyotech straight on through here. And normally you see some pretty textbook pushes when those kinds of mids happen and Medic stays alive.
Yeah, that was an ace, so... No, 6 up, 6 down, and the Uber's going to come in. They're going to actually kind of rush it. It's just Lansky, but they find Alpha Spy and a baby 7th player. So Mela's going to try and hold this off as Pyro. It looks like he's actually successfully defended it for now. They're still jumping around, but no go just yet.
Oh, they're getting the time down onto the point here. It's only Badonsky left. Decimate's going to have to come out. He can't do it. And that is Froyotech taking that last round there, winning it 5-0 on Gully Wash in a very quick game there. And that makes Froyotech once again, I believe that is 3 seasons in a row now that they are your ESEA Invite champions. And these teams here in North America and even around the world just can't seem to find a way to beat these guys. And hats off to them. They certainly are one of the best teams that this game has seen.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. So it was good for eLevate to make it through the tournament and get into the finals anyways, being seeded 4th, but Froyo was just a little too strong at the end of the day.
Yeah, they certainly were. And if you take a look at the stats on the screen here, it wasn't all that long of a game, but Lansky did top frag for Froyotech. He went 25-6 with 476 DPM, and Blaze with 390 DPM. And 24 frags there with 12 deaths. So, I mean, that is just huge. And he also got those big 5 med picks there, as you can see, Blaze did. And that was one of the things that he did very well yesterday against 20B when they had their game, was getting it onto the med and just making some big roamer plays, and did that again here today as well. And just too strong from those guys. Huge DPM output though from Lansky and Blaze, and you can see why they won that game there. It was just too strong for eLevate.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have two of the oldest roamers in the game still playing, particularly in this season in Harblue and Blaze. Like both of those guys had great seasons, and they've been at their craft for quite some time. Blaze, I remember, people still to this day they say is Blaze the best roamer in Invite, and people have been saying that for the last 3 years. He's been a candidate for
Yeah.
that position. So good to see him have his typical LAN. He usually gets a couple high quality frag video moments, so good for him.
Yeah, it's awesome to watch Blaze and even Hardblue too. And for any upcoming roamers that want to see these guys, want to learn that they certainly put on a clinic, especially Blaze throughout this weekend here. So you can certainly learn a lot from those guys, and it was a lot of fun. Being able to see just some of the plays that they could make, and and also along, we're talking a lot about Froyotech here, but also huge shout outs to eLevate too for making it as far as they did into this tournament. I don't think necessarily people expected them to quite make it to the finals. A lot of people were banking on 20B or Madmen maybe to get in there, but eLevate certainly showed everybody what's up, and they got themselves into the finals here. So that was excellent. Well done on their part, and of course, congratulations to Froyotech as well as being your season 18 ESEA Invite champions. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us here, Marxist. You have any closing comments for us?
Well, I'm sure you have the big list of stuff you're supposed to say at the end, so I'll probably just let you get to it. I want to thank everybody for watching. This has been my first ESEA LAN cast. Something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it was good. It was a good 14 hours with you, Gecks.
It certainly was, man. I had a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure to cast with you. Shout outs to Get a Whale and Yuki as well for getting the casts yesterday and bringing us coverage of that as well. It was awesome to hear those guys too. And I guess we might as well get the rest of the shout outs out of the way here as well. And big thanks to Truck Dashner for helping the production of this event the whole weekend. Truck on camera, Dashner with amazing production, huge production quality that I think is unmatched by many of the top online streams here that you guys can see in today's esports era. So huge shout out to those guys, as well as Uberchain, Aaron for doing the audio work, Uberchain for help on that awesome intro video along with Dashner as they put that stuff together. It was awesome. Yeah, let's see. Keep getting those hearts in chat, guys. Keep them coming through. It's awesome. Big support to everybody that helped put this weekend on, and I'm sure there's countless others that I'm missing. I know all the people from TF2, man, the Supreme Commander, anybody else that I'm forgetting. If I forgot you, I'm sorry, but there's just so many people that have helped put this event on and put in 50 plus hours, probably even more than that throughout this week to get everything prepared for it. So, big stuff from everybody in this community, and it's awesome to see. So that's going to do it for us today, guys, here on this Championship Sunday. eLevate falling to Froyotech in the finals there, as many people expected most likely to happen, and good stuff out of Froyotech there. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us for this ESEA matchups. Also, big shout out to ESEA as well as all the sponsors that they brought forward, Alienware as well as HyperX and a couple others I'm sure that I'm forgetting, and ESEA for putting on the event, of course, and allowing us to stream on this ESEA3 channel. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in with us on this Sunday afternoon, and hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on a cast sometime soon.